Welcome back. Today we're working on a 2284 left-hand axle seals leaking. We're going to, in this video, this is going to be a two-part video. We're going to get it apart. We're actually going to put the right hand in also. And we're going to jack it up. We're going to take the wheel off, and we're actually going to take this wheel right here, and we're going to turn it because it has a 60-inch haven on it. And we're not going to remove the deck. We're going to do this job completely. This side here has a bulb in it, and it's 3/8. And this isn't the worst job. It's going to take a few minutes. Now, when this wheel is off to the side, it's just going to open it up quite a bit. While we're here, we're going to take the wheel right off. Takes 3/4. These are 26 12x12s. Then we'll go to the left side. Now, after we get the wheel and the deck wheel moved to the side, on the other side, we'll take apart the brakes. Then we're going to take the rear hitch off. This wheel has some calcium in it, so it's pretty heavy. This side here has the original pin, and when I put the other side back together, I'll probably grab one. I have plenty of them. Now I'm assuming this one here has calcium in it also. Now the seals I bought right from a Cub Cadet dealer. I have a great dealer that's not that far from me. Buy a lot of machines from them. Actually, if you saw the semi-load that was in the video about a year ago, it's from the same dealership. So now we have the wheel off. We're going to take the brakes off next. You see how much oil we are losing right here. I definitely don't want to work in it. So we're going to take apart the brakes. We're going to pull these apart. Hold them over to the side. I'm not going to take the caliper off. Actually, these brakes here are in very good shape. Now we'll move to the other side and we'll take the other brake apart, and then we're going to take the rear hitch off. I think this is a big job. It actually is not. I have a lot of people that contact me and ask how hard it really is to do. It's just time, parts. It's actually a cheap fix. I'm going to, with oil and everything in it, probably have a little less than $100 into it. Now, I wanted to use Cub Cadet seals, and a lot of them were shipped with Chicago rawhides in it. Now it's SKF. I think they're a little bit better seal. And when we go to put them in, I'll explain why. We're going to take the height adjustment for the rock shaft. We're just going to unscrew it. It did not have the left-handed nut in the front. And I'll check it to see if it's almost out. We dropped the nut. Now this rod here goes right to this type of nut bolt right here. This is 3/8. I always rethread them when I put them back in, and I'll show you a better view when we install it back in. So now we're going to take the bolts off on the side. They're 3/8. And to drop the hitch, this is a support for the machine, and if you have this in here, it will keep the frame from walking. I think, in my opinion, this was one of the best ideas ever. And because when you especially have the 60-inch deck, your frame is going just like this. So this drawbar bracket in the back was an excellent idea. Now that bolt there was not awfully tough. That one was. Now we'll go to the other side and we'll drop that right out. it's loose. And there we go. We're not going to take the plug out in the front. We're just going to drain the oil right out the back. We're going to replace it anyways. And we're going to take these 3/8 bolts out. This cover's obviously been off because you can see the gasket maker. Now, am I buying a new gasket? No, I'm not going to buy a new gasket. I'm going to use the same cover, use some Permatex, and seal it right back up. Going to have a mess. Yeah, we're going to have a little bit of a mess. I don't think there's a lot of oil in it. I checked the dipstick, and I don't think there's a lot. But we'll see. I think I'm fooled because it's coming out of the top hole, so I might have a lot of oil in it. We're going to start draining it. That oil looks really good. I probably could have reused it. While that's draining, I'm going to get my circlip remover. Now we're going to let that drain. That gasket is actually in great shape. So I'm actually going to put this cover right here. And that container isn't awfully clean. So we're going to turn the differential if we can here. That's draining. We're going to take the circlips out. The real name is E-clips, but I always call them circlips. Don't know why. I'm just old-fashioned, I guess. And we're going to use a hook. Wear safety glasses, because that might snap out at you. Right there's the first one. That's exactly what they look like. And I was able to get that right out. I'm going to actually get a pair of tweezers so I don't drop that in that cage. Now don't be in any hurry doing this job. This is not a race. Right there's the other one. Now we'll pull this one out. So now let's pull the seals out. Now we're going to take the snap ring. Not all of them have the snap ring, and we'll remove it. I like the ones with a snap ring better. I'm going to get something to hook that with. Oh, I already have it, so it's popped out enough. Let's see if we can get it. I don't want to break the lip off. And actually I am going to, because I don't want to be changing an axle housing. There we go. Now it's out. And the reason I don't, right in this lip right here, there's a good chance it's aluminum. You might break the housing, not like I don't have another housing, but I just don't want to break it loose, drop the transmission to do it. So try to do it completely by just leaving it in the machine. So now let's get the seal out. Now you could just yank it right out. I'm just not trying, just don't want to break that housing. And this seal here was actually good shape. This one is actually a Chicago rawhide because it is green. So we're gonna go to the other side. Yeah, you're going to have a little bit of mess. Before we put this together, I'm gonna get this all cleaned up. Get this cleaned up here a little bit. And this one here has been leaking for quite some time. R11930 is the seal number. I'll show you that when we take it out. we go. That was just luck right there. And there we go. That seal right there was the issue with it. The spring had fallen out. Well, yeah, we have a little bit of mess. But let me get that cleaned up for you. CR 11930, that's the seal number if you go to a bearing place to get it. They're not very expensive. I think I paid around $12 a piece. Right here's your bearing. We're going to leave that right in there. But that was the reason, because that spring there had fallen off on the lip right there. You can see that lip has a little bit of disarray. Yes, I put a punch in there, so but definitely wouldn't have held the oil in the case. But thank you so much for watching. And the next video, we're going to install it all back together. It really wasn't a big procedure getting this apart. So much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. The next video, we'll put it back together, and it's really not that big a procedure to do it. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you on that next video.